Compliments of the season. Nice of you to join us on this edition of Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu. Today we'll be focusing on the southwestern region. But before we get into that, let's have a look at the top stories making the rounds at the moment. The 125,000 barrels per day Warri refinery and petrochemicals company in Warri, Delta State, is now up and running. This was disclosed by the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mr. Mele Kyari, during a media tour of the facility on Monday. Mr. Kyari says although the plant is not 100% completed, products from the refinery are being brought into the market. The development comes following the commencement of crude refining at the Old Port Harcourt refinery recently.
This plant is running. We have not completed 100%. We are streaming the other part of the plant as we progress. Currently, this plant is running, and you'll see what is happening, and we're bringing product into the market. There are many people who don't think this is real. As you all know, a lot of media talk all over the place that people don't believe real things can happen in our country. We believe that this is pride for our country, and all of us have a stake, including media people, on this, so that this country becomes a greater place, and it is already happening. I just want you to know that everything you see is real.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu has expressed his profound joy at the reopening of the Warri Refining and Petrochemical Company, describing it as a remarkable achievement in 2024 that has strengthened Nigeria's hope in his administration. A statement signed by his Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, says the presidency is confident of its determination to ramp up local refining capacity and make Nigeria a hub for downstream industrial activities in Africa. President Tinubu praised the Mele Kyari-led management of the NNPCL for working hard to restore Nigeria's glory and pride as a major oil-producing country. He also enjoined NNPCL to accelerate repair work on Kaduna Refinery and the 150,000 barrels per day second refinery in Port Harcourt to consolidate Nigeria's position as a global energy provider. The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, says Nigerian Navy has the local capacity to build ships that meet world standards. Speaking during a working visit at the Naval Shipyard in Port Harcourt to inspect ongoing projects, Vice Admiral Ogala says the Navy has been into local shipbuilding and repairs for some time now. According to him, the Navy has built 3 standard warships and is currently constructing 2 civil defense boats at their dockyard in Lagos.
And of course, you know that there's no Navy that can do well without effective ship repair and shipbuilding capability. So I came to look at some of the activities they are engaged in terms of shipbuilding, ship repairs, and I'm quite impressed. For instance, the Naval Security Station, which is our houseboats, that were deployed for some years and have become dilapidated. So many of them have been reactivated here. The ferry that we're constructing for the Akwa Ibom State government is almost 70% completed. The operational boats, 10 of them that were given to them to complete, they're about 90% completed. A lot of rehabilitation also in terms of trying to dredge the waterfront to create more room for our ships to be able to come in here to berth. But one of the problems we are facing is lack of adequate jetty. They are trying to dredge the waterfront to enable our ships to come in here to berth. Also, our slipway, which is under construction, is about 90% completed. All these are being done locally here by the shipyard. And what they are doing is not only contributing to our fleet readiness, operational readiness, but it's also contributing to the maritime industry in the Niger Delta and Nigeria as a whole, and even the West African sub-region. And that's why I decided that I just have to see it before the end of the year. And I came here and I'm impressed.
We start off in Lagos State, where the wife of the state's governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has urged market leaders in the state to harness technology to develop the market operations and ensure proper waste management and hygiene towards a sustainable environment. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu, who is the chairman committee of Wives of Lagos State officials, stated this during a one-day seminar on market sanitation and security for market leaders in Lagos East Senatorial District, held at the Babajide Sanwo-Olu International Model Market, Ikosi Sherry Local Council Development Area. She also applauds the efforts of market leaders in the state for ensuring hygiene in markets and strict adherence to standard practices in the state.
It's another one-day seminar on market sensitization and security for market leaders in Lagos East Senatorial District, holding at the Babajide Sanwo-Olu International Model Market in Ikosi Sherry Local Council Development Area of the state. This time, the President General of the Market Men and Women, Mrs. Folashade Tinubu-Ojo, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, the wife of the Deputy Governor, Mrs. Oluremi Hamzat, are all here at the event organized by the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development. The event is held to educate the market leaders, youths and other stakeholders on the need to be security conscious and keep the market clean at all times.
To require that market stakeholders become more alert to the activities in the market so as to ensure safety of lives and properties, as well as avoidance of cases of fire outbreaks in our markets. Market stakeholders should therefore ensure that all safety measures are religiously observed in their markets. Let me also assure you that on our part as a government, we will remain committed to renew our efforts in ensuring that market environments are clean, safe and healthy for the use of everyone. In the same vein, the administration of Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu will ensure that all allied agencies like LOMA, alongside Lagos State Fire and Rescue Services, are engaged in this effort.
President General of the Market Men and Women asks leaders across the 5 divisions of the state to prioritize their hygiene by ensuring that marketplaces are kept clean.
Health is wealth. If not for the fact that the government frowned against sleeping in the market, we will have preferred to sleep over in the market. So it is very important for us to keep our environment clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu urges market leaders in the state to harness technology in order to develop market operations and ensure proper waste management and hygiene towards a sustainable environment.
To harness the technology in the marketplace, it is important that we invest in having CCTV cameras, our public address systems to be checked regularly. The digital platforms, the social media should be re-emphasized and, strengthened. Thank God we have the Iyaloja President General, and I'm sure that is the modern way you are using to communicate to most of the Iyalojas and Babalojas in the market. Emphasis on waste management, public health, and security in our market, very, very important.
The Lagos State government also uses the opportunity to appeal to all residents to dispose their waste properly in order to prevent disease outbreak. The government also promises to extend the market sanitation advocacy to other areas in order to further achieve the objectives of the administration's Themes Plus agenda.
Over in Ogun State, the state government says it is working with a new vigor towards securing an operational commercial flight permit for the state-owned international airport located in Ikenne local government area of the state. The consultant to the state's governor on airport management, Captain Dakpo, gave the hint during an on-the-spot assessment of the multi-billion naira project by members of the League of Airport and Aviation Correspondents. The airport, currently at 95% completed, has been granted approval for chartered flights by the regulatory authorities.
The Gateway International Airport is a solar-powered aerotropolis and part of the Strategic Transportation Master Plan of the state government aimed at improving the business environment, movement of goods and services for economic recovery and development. The airport, which is at about 95% completion stage, is expected to boost the socio-economic development of the state.
Coming soon. Nigerians, and I have here some of my colleagues.
Members of the League of Airport and Aviation Correspondents are here to find out more information about the project, and they are received by the government officials who highlight the rationale behind the project and the progress made so far.
Whether we like it or not, we have to accept that Lagos is now somewhat congested in terms of traffic movements, land space availability, and over time we have seen that a lot of industrial activity is now beginning to relocate into Ogun State. Now, to capitalize on that, it's important, therefore, that the administration of Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON, put in place measures, infrastructure, services, improving the ease of doing business in our state to attract a lot more activity into our state, to begin that process of economic development in Ogun State and increasing the prosperity of the people of Ogun State.
The runway is completed. The comment is Captain is a pilot, so he can say the feedback is the best runway in Nigeria right now. Because when you land, the first pilot that landed, it looked like it was gliding on water once it touched down. So I can assure you on that. Then the control tower, you see that best looking. As far as I know Nigeria, so I can boast about that because I know what it took to get to that point. So the equipment is in place, it's functional. Very soon, between the Commissioner for Transport and Captain, they will move everybody from the temporary which is temporary mobile tower to the main control tower. So all the equipment have been tested, we're ready to go.
Given an overview and uniqueness of the multi-million naira project, the consultant to the Governor on Aviation Development, Captain Dapo Olumide, says the airport is future-proof considering the state-of-art facilities.
So what you see as open space is part of a master plan because this is also an aerotropolis. There's going to be hotels, there's going to be amusement parks, there's going to be cinemas in the future. That's all part of the master plan. Now you can't put everything together in one day. Rome was not built in a day. And don't forget another critical issue that I keep telling people, and I want to remind everybody, is that no airport in the world is static. You will never go to an airport anywhere in the world and not see construction at that airport.
The state government is commended for its foresight and the determination to see the project through.
Most times we find it very difficult to believe whatever is said by the state government, but what I've seen now, or what I've seen today, has really reconfirmed the commitment of the state government towards this airport. The facilities are world-class. The infrastructure I haven't seen in so many places, not even Lagos.
It is centrally located, whereby it serves as alternative to those airports, Ibadan and Lagos. I am here for the first time, and then I must say this is one of the leading airport facility that you have in the country.
The airport is expected to be commissioned next year, an assurance by the state governor during the budget presentation before the State House of Assembly.
Welcome back. As part of its efforts in securing and boosting water transportation, the Ondo State government has commenced the clearing of its inland waterways. Flagging off the program at Okitipupa local government area, Governor Loki Ayedatiwa says his administration is embarking on the exercise to prevent any mishap on the waterways.
The Ondo state government is taking proactive steps to ensure water transportation along the riverine communities is safe and devoid of mishaps like the unfortunate incidents reported in Kebbi, Kogi, Niger, Kwara, Anambra and Delta states this year that led to loss of lives. Work has begun in 4 riverine local government areas of Ilaje, Ondo, Okitipupa and Irele to clear the waterways of water hyacinth, which impedes the movement of water vessels and causes accidents. In addition to this, the state government is distributing life jackets to residents of the riverine communities whose major means of transportation is by boat and who are majorly fishing communities.
We are doing this flagging off in Ogun government today, and few days ahead, we go to other local governments and make sure that the same exercise is carried out. What is the signal here is that it's the youth in this area that we are going to engage. So it's a win-win situation. Why government is trying to make life easy for the youth for the people here by clearing their waterway so that there is smooth movement on the ways so that they can have their commercial activities not hindered. It's another way of empowering the youth because they will be paid for doing this job. So that's why I say it's a win-win situation.
Some of the residents of the benefiting communities appreciate the government for thinking of their safety.
I'm very happy to clear this our river because about 4 or 5 years we are sober in the river. No road to go. No way, but I'm very happy now as our government we want to through the road now. I'm very happy.
The initiative, organized by the Ondo State Ministry of Transport, is also expected to boost operators' income by preventing frequent breakdown of their boats.
On to security issues. As the year rose to an end, the Oyo State Police Command says measures have been put in place to keep criminals at bay and ensure the relative peace enjoyed by residents of the state is not truncated. To this end, a total of 56 suspects have been paraded for various crimes ranging from murder, armed robbery, kidnapping, and sundry offenses. One of the major breakthroughs is the arrest of notorious cult members who hacked a man to death in broad daylight at Iwo Road area of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Briefing newsmen on the successes recorded in 6 months, the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ayodele Shonubi, says the command has arrested a total of 153 robbery suspects and 48 firearms recovered from suspected criminals.
It's another parade of criminals at the Ele headquarters of the Oyo State Police Command. The Oyo State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ayodele Shonubi, commences the day's activities by briefing journalists on the success recorded by the command in its efforts at combating crime. In the last 6 months, he says 153 suspects have been arrested across Oyo State.
As we gradually bid 2024 farewell, I have ordered that all area commanders, divisional police officers, head of departments and formation and tactical commanders deploy adequate personnel and resources throughout the length and breadth of Oyo State, particularly at all critical infrastructures, recreational facilities, media houses, banks, correctional centers, public spaces, places of worship, and all adjoining highways and routes within and outside Oyo State.
Moving to the business of the day, 56 suspected criminals are being paraded for the public to see. Their offenses, according to police investigations, include murder, robbery, kidnapping, and carjacking. The command notes that there's a disturbing surge in violent cult activities in some areas within the state, and that one of the major breakthroughs is the arrest of suspected cultists responsible for the killing of a man at the Iwo Road area of Ibadan earlier this month in broad daylight as a result of confraternity clashes.
On the 18th day of December 2024, at about 17:00 hours, suspects Abi Boluwole M, Ololade Akonde M, members of Aye confraternity, terrorizing Iwo Road and its axis, demanding money from motorists and also threatening to deal with anyone who refuses to give them. We are arrested by the combination of Agodi Divisional Headquarters and the command's vibrant anti-cultism squad. Investigation went on, and of course, the suspect voluntarily confessed that they were involved in killings at Olodo, Yano Church, and some other areas some months ago, and that they are also privy to the recent viral video where a young man was axed down around the road.
The Oyo State Police boss adds that the results achieved are due to interagency collaboration and cooperation of law-abiding citizens of the state, and wants the tempo maintained.
The command security architecture was enhanced to accommodate veritable tools for clamp down on criminal elements through the adoption of 1. Robust interagency collaborations, capacity building for police officers through training and retraining, amplified community policing engagements, advanced intelligence and technology-driven policy, and increasing the layers of supervision of our officers and men.
These suspects would be arraigned in court for their suspected crimes and face the music if found guilty.
Still talking security, the Oyo and Osun Area Command of the Nigeria Customs Service says it will not relent in efforts targeted at discouraging smuggling and generating income for the government as it continues its onslaught against smugglers in the two states. The Customs Controller for Oyo and Osun Command, Mr. Ben Oramalugo, noted that despite the prevailing economic situation in the country, the command generated a total income of 15.9 billion naira within 2 months. Mr. Oramalugo made this disclosure at a press briefing held at the command's headquarters in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. He added that the amount represented 33.5% increase when compared to the sum of 11.9 billion collected as revenue in the same period of 2023.
For the period covering 30th October to 23rd December 2024, the command has remained steadfast in enforcing the federal government fiscal policies, generating revenue, and combating smuggling activities that threaten our economy and security. These seizures underscore the command commitment to protecting Nigerian economy and ensuring compliance with fiscal and trade policies, showing the command commitment to performing the statutory duties. The seized prohibited items include bags of pabon rice, packs of macaroni. We also have petrol motor spirit. All of you know the problem of fuel, second-hand clothing, used tires, banned and unlicensed pharmaceuticals, and motor vehicle. This time around, we have also seized pharmaceutical products, chloroquine injection, about 50 cartons.
And that's it on this edition of Newsroom series. I'm Dominic Iwiwu.